Very quick video to show you how to replace the bulb that's here. You can see it on this camera. If I remove this, which is better, and I turn the lights on. I just have, by the way, you can't see it from where you are, but the lights are on and this is not. The 12-volt socket light. Apologies for the filthiness of the car. Maybe I should have hoovered before I began. That's the nature of things. First thing to do is to remove the center console, which is this thing here. Now, I've already done a video on this, so if you want, you can check that out before you begin. I'm going to take it out, and I'll see you in a moment. There we are. So anyway, I have the bulb there. It's an LED one that I bought. It was with the other C5, so I must have bought it 4 or 5 years ago. And in all honesty, I would not have got an LED because it's just way too bright. But it's what I've got, so I'm going to stick with it. Now, I don't know if you can see on that camera there, if it's still rolling. Hopefully it is, otherwise I'm going to have to do everything again. There is the bulb, down there. And how do you get it out? Well, you've got to take out this thing first. And it's a bit of a pain in the backside. Now, I don't remember how I did this. I've already showed you the the blue part. That's what I want to come out, or at least perhaps this grey part, because that seems to be where the bulb is slotted into, and it's got this metal part that comes out that probably makes the contact and allows the circuit to be closed. Now, as my dear old departed father said, this wasn't born here, the blue bit. It has to come off somehow. I'm going to try to get it off first. See if it works. Shit, I just broke it. So there you go. I screw up so you don't have to. Next, I have to take out the other thing. This is not going well. In fact, it's going extremely badly. I have to see if I can glue this back together. So that went terribly wrong. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this part home, see if I can either glue it or replace it. Probably it's brittle from age, I don't know, but I really messed up this time. But as I always say, I mess up so you don't have to. So I'm going to put this all back together, leave it, because the 12-volt socket will work even without the light. So it's no big deal. You can see I'm back home, and this is what went wrong. This broke. First step is to try to remove this grey bit. That's the bulb holder, and I will be employing my Plasticos Rigidos glue. There, see that rigid plastic. The other one broke as well. Now they both broke. How's that good, for goodness? That's brilliant. Both breaking. That's the old one. Screw it, sod it. I'm very annoyed. I'm gonna have to test this on the car before I put it back in. Anyway, time to glue it all back together. You're not interested in that part, are you? So hello, it's the next day, and I'm gonna have to take everything out and get access to the 12-volt socket, behind the 12-volt socket I should say, again. So I'm going to do that now. So make sure this is connected. I disconnected it for some other things. Okay, so I have to make sure there's some power going here. So I'm going to turn the lights on. They're on. Yes, I know. Car's complaining because the lights are on. This is what I fixed yesterday. Hopefully that will not break. But before I put everything back together, I have to test this. There. See that? So hopefully that's visible, but that means that the LED is in the right position. I'm going to put this back into place like so and hope it doesn't break, which is of course desirable. Trying to do it gently. There. Trying to put this back into place. I think it just slots in. In fact, hang on a sec. I'm going to do something. I'm going to unplug this. There we are. I'm really bad at this. But anyway, doesn't matter because I went online. On AliExpress, you can get a replacement whole thing for €5. I'm going to do the most ham-fisted thing I can. This isn't going to work in the long run. If I had one of my daughter's thingies to put in their hair, I could use that. I think there was one knocking around one of these days. Got a string. That's professional looking. Damn it, lights are still on. Shouldn't have done that. But it works. This is probably going to show up one day on some kind of one of those video compilations showing how people do terrible things to their car to try to keep it drivable. Not roadworthy, by the way. I'm not saying roadworthy. That's a completely different thing, but drivable. There's a YouTube channel I watch a lot called Just Rolled In, and it shows some absolute horror stories of the way people try to fix their cars. And yeah, I might see myself on it with this solution. Ooh. Got some lights there. So I'm going to finish buttoning all of this up, and you can obviously mock me in the comments. I deserve it. What an absolute disaster this was. I had no idea it would go so badly. And I'm glad that I'm recording this, because I don't think even I'd believe it if I were to unbutton this a couple of years later and see this here. It's embarrassing. But anyway, as I always say, I cock up so you don't have to. Carl's complaining of seeing a light on the dash, actually, because I unplugged the parking thing, part of the e-brake switch. All done. Utter disaster, but it's done. That's what really matters. Hope you learned something from it. And please subscribe, please like, all of that stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you in a future video. Bid you farewell.